Coffeeholics and cafe owners, today I am going to show you how to batch brew Spanish latte using the espresso machine. In a previous video I showed you how to batch brew Spanish latte using mocha pots. Now this is a requested video tutorial. And why do you think you should batch brew? Well, in most places, especially when it was popularized by Percent Arabica, Spanish latte has become so popular. And what exactly is Spanish latte? Very simple. It's your espresso, your milk, and sweetened condensed milk. So because it is very popular, it makes sense that when you are a barista in a busy cafe and you are still waiting for customers, you can start pulling those espresso shots and batch brew your Spanish lattes so that when your customer comes, all you have to do is to pour the drink into your cup of ice and you have a Spanish latte without the customers waiting for a long queue. Now, as you can see, I have pulled 10 double shots of espresso right here, and all of them were from a dose of 18 grams and a yield of about 60 grams. Full lungo, long espresso shots, and the time that it took was about 29 to 35 seconds. Very strong espresso shots there. Now, I'm going to make a brew of about 2 liters. So what are the ingredients? For the coffee, I am using here a dark roast. It's an espresso roast courtesy of Oriental Coffee, and the coffee is from northern Thailand. And then we need fresh milk. Very simple, just milk of choice, any milk of choice. We need sweetened condensed milk, and to make it a little bit special, vanilla syrup. So for this, my batch includes 10 double shots of espressos. It can be cooled down. You can't pull all those shots in succession, even though they're no longer hot. It doesn't matter because we're going to make ice version. But I'm going to make just about enough for 10 bottles of concentrated brew. One bottle is 180 ml, or equivalent to a 16-ounce cup of your iced Spanish latte. So for this, I'm going to use all my 10 shots of espresso here, 10 double shots of espresso. This is quite fun. You know, I had to pull all this and it took me a while, of course, but then I'd like to replicate a real batch brewed Spanish latte using the espresso shots. So all of these espresso shots are smelling gorgeous. Very, very strong brew here. So that's my 8 double shot. And then I run out of my double shot glass. I'm using this particular cups here. So there you go, 10 double shots of espresso. And into this I am going to add 1 liter of fresh milk. 1 liter. Okay, so this is for a concentrate. This one is whole milk. Wow. My problem is who's going to drink all this here? I'm going to have to distribute this later in my village. Okay, that is a lot of coffee. And then 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. Now this is about 350 grams of sweetened condensed milk. Do not use any more than this. Okay, there you go. Wow, it is smelling so good. Very strong coffee. And even from the color itself, you can tell that this is a strong mix, okay? It's a concentrate. So if you'd like to know what is a good brand of sweetened condensed milk, I really think that with sweetened condensed milk you can use any brand, even not the pure milk. It could also be a sweetened condensed creamer. Okay, so that's about your coffee, your condensed milk, and the fresh milk. Now what makes it a little bit more special and also fragrant is my secret ingredient. Not so secret anymore once I've shown you this one. It is my vanilla syrup. I'm going to pour it straight into my measuring cup. I need 150, so a lot of vanilla syrup. So as I have said, if I use my pump, that will be 30 pumps. And I don't think you have time to watch me pumping 30 times here. So this is the easiest way. So there you go. This is 150 ml or 5 ounces of my vanilla syrup into my blend of Spanish latte. Wow, it even smells so much better now that I've added my vanilla syrup. And then finally, we are going to make sure that everything is well combined. That is very easy. The longest part here is preparing your espresso shots. But then again, as I have said, whenever you have a downtime, all you have to do is to keep pulling those shots, and you can keep them when you have time to start mixing or making your blend. Okay, so now this is my batch Spanish latte that smells so much like vanilla latte. Okay, except it is sweeter than vanilla latte. One way to store this is to just keep them in the pitcher like this is now, and put it in the refrigerator and then pour it when you have an order. Second way is to use a bottle. This is a concentrate, 180 ml. So I'm going to pour this into my bottle. I'm not going to measure it anymore because I know that this bottle is 180 ml. So what is this good for? This is good for if you'd like to pour this over ice. You don't drink it as it is, okay? Now, before we start serving this, make sure that you taste it, okay? So I'm just going to taste this and see whether the sweetness level is just about right, or I need to add a little bit more sweetener or more coffee. That is so delicious, but then it's on the sweet side. Why? Because this is a concentrate, okay? So it's perfect over ice. 2 liters and 180 ml bottles. You should be able to get about 12 bottles of concentrate. This is my second bottle, and then let's make the third one. Third bottle. So I have here 3 concentrates, and if you are going to make from this batch a ready to drink bottle, what you need to do is to dilute this with milk. And how do you do that? So first I'm going to use my measuring cup here. I need a larger one. Let me just get a larger measuring cup here. So this one is a 500 ml cup. So 200 ml here. And then we are going to dilute this with milk. Bring it up to 300s. Let's do that. Before you serve this, before you make sure that this is your recipe, try it. Okay, is it too diluted? Is there still a taste of coffee, or is it too milky? And to me, that is perfect. The sweetness level is of course diluted as well, which is better if you're going to just drink it from the bottle without having to add ice. So let's see whether it fits my 300 ml bottle. So there you go. A 300 ml ready to drink. All you have to do with this one is put in the fridge and then get a straw. Once it is cold, of course, get a straw and drink from the bottle or pour it into your glass. If you want to serve your customer this one, so you have an order for Spanish latte, say in 500 ml cup. So I have here a 500 ml or 16 ounces cup of ice, and let's see how it looks like when you pour from the bottle. It's still going to be full. Okay, so let's do that. And that is perfect. So this is your iced Spanish latte batch brewed and served whenever you have an order. That's what you should do if you're going to make a batch brew of Spanish latte. Now, my brew was for about 2 liters, and I made about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 concentrates. Where were the other 2? The other 2 I have already given away. It's so delicious that my guests at home are enjoying it now. If you'd like to make a larger batch, all you have to do is to multiply the proportion that I showed you here today. And pronto, you have very satisfied customers. How long can you keep these bottles or this concentrated brew? You can keep them for up to 3 to 5 days in the refrigerator. Any longer than that, it might not be spoiled, but the aroma is gone and also the taste will deteriorate. It's not as good as when it is new. If you have any questions about any of these methods or any of these recipes, do let me know in the comment below. I'll see you again for more of these video tutorials. In the meantime, if you have anything you'd like me to cover in my channel, do let me know in the comment below, and I will try and indulge if I can. Don't forget to check out my books, All Things Milk Tea and The Basic Barista, right behind me here. Details on how to order are in the description box below. And for those that are planning to start a bubble tea business, we also now have a video course, Bubble Tea for Business. It is a 4-hour video course that you can watch anytime you like, because they're separated into 20 different chapters, and you can go back to any of the chapters at whim. I'll see you again next time. Thank you for watching. Ciao for now.